Thank their team sponsor of Aztec. Aztec is offering a healthy sign-on bonus plus great wages and benefits. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Now it's time for Yankton Baseball on KYNT.
Shades to the outside portion of the plate. The 2-2 fastball, outside edge, and he gets him a delayed strike call. That is a punch out to end the top of the first. Matthew Sheldon rips this one out toward right. It'll be another base hit for him. Rugby rounding third. There will be a play at the plate. The slide. He's safe at home. The ball gets away from Bentz. And heading over to second is Sheldon. He's safe. Yankton takes an early 1-0 lead here in the top of inning number 1. Obliterates one out toward right center. And it is gone. The Yankton Bucks walk it off on a home run over the right center wall. The Bucks stops here at Riverside Field.
You are listening to Yankton Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
First Dakota National Bank, Hy-Vee, the UPS Store, Truxedo, First Chiropractic Centers, MT&RC Smith Insurance, FNBO, Vision Care Associates, Yankton Medical Clinic, Yankton Rexall.
Now, let's go live to KYNT Sports Director and the voice of Yankton Athletics, Bryce Ladwig.
Well, good evening from Pierre, South Dakota, the state capital of our great state in these United States. My name is Tehl Tanner. I am not Bryce Ladwig, coming to you live from Pierre in a very, very special ball game today. Bryce Ladwig, unfortunately, not able to be here today, nor is Brayden Butler, so y'all get me, the usual guy for Mount Marty University in Yankton. I get to do a little bit of high school baseball today, and not just any high school baseball, postseason high school baseball. Super regional today. It's playoff matchups starting across the state. There are 16 teams left in this one. What we got today is a matchup between the Yankton Bucks and the Pierre Governors. This is the 6 versus the 11 seed. First pitch scheduled for 7 p.m. today. Now, this is a hot one today, man. In the words of Santana, this is a hot one out here. 85 degrees and sunny skies in Pierre right at the moment. 12-mile-an-hour wind out of the south coming in, gusts somewhere around 20. So it is hot. There is just a little bit of wind. I'm not sure what's going on here with the geography of the area, but Hyde Stadium is really, really good for the wind because there's supposed to be gusts of 19, and the flag out there is barely moving at all. There's plenty of tree cover behind home plate, and I think that helps with this. So it should be a pretty good day, but a hot day for baseball. It definitely will be. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is KYNT 102.1 FM AM 1450. We've got one game today between Yankton and Pierre and another game or two tomorrow, depending on how this 3-game series turns out. If each team wins either of the first 2, then we go to game 3. If either team sweeps the other in the first 2 games, then that'll do it. No matter what, we've got one game tonight and a game 2 starting tomorrow at 11 a.m. We'll be here for all of them. This is KYNT, your pregame show from Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. I'm sitting here in the broadcast booth from the Fairfield Inn and Suites. You can get a hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location. All can be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue or by calling 605-653-2250. Let's go ahead and take a break in the pregame show from Hy-Vee. When we return, we'll start going over our standings review as we're in postseason. We can give you the other 7 matchups going on today as we start state tournament next week. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is Yankton Buck Baseball. Back in a couple of minutes, and you're home for Bucks Athletics.
Get ready for a summer of adventure with the Ford SUV sales event. I'm Brandon Tykrow. Right now, get up to $1,750 bonus cash on 2024 Broncos, Bronco Sports, Explorers, and Escapes. In addition, also get 90 days deferred payments. We have the selection and pricing to make your next new SUV purchase easy and fun. See them at lewisandclarkford.com or stop by the lot, 4th and Capitol, Yankton. The Ford SUV sales event now at Lewis and Clark Ford.
ground beef is only $2.99 a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And $2.99 a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for ground beef every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
Get ready to grill. Nothing sizzles with flavor like Sheboygan Bratwurst. Slide into your local grocer for a pack of natural casing wieners. Swing into grilling season with Sheboygan sausage. Produced with pride right here at Simple Meats in Yankton. It's a home run.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
Are you or a family member receiving Medicare calls asking if you've received your new Medicare card? This should be a red flag, as Medicare is not sending out new cards, and Medicare will not contact you to ask you about your card. If you have, or someone you know has received this type of call, and they gave out their Medicare number, please contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
All right, back on your Hy-Vee pregame show where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Let's start going through our standings review from Rhonda Westland. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. If you're watching along here on KYN TV, we just threw it up on your screen of what the final standings were going to be coming out of regular season, and those top 16 all ended up getting in here. When we take a look at these standings. Going into them, what the matchups ended up, we'll go ahead and talk about those. They're a little different than what those standings are, but these are the matchups today. We've got a 5 o'clock game that is already underway in number 2 Lincoln versus number 15 Huron. All these games are underway except our game and one other, by the way. Number 4 O'Gorman is taking on number 13 Sioux Falls Jefferson today. That started at 6. Number 3 Brandon Valley is facing number 14 Mitchell today. They're underway. Number 1 Harrisburg is facing number 16 Washington. Number 5 Rapid City Stevens is versus number 12 Rapid City Central. Number 7 Brookings is taking on number 10 Roosevelt. And the two games that are just about to start, number 8 T Area is taking on number 9 Sturgis. And it looks like number 6 Pierre is taking on number 11 Yankton. That's our game here, getting ready to start at 7 p.m. That's the other matchups kind of going on today in your final 16 teams going into postseason, our super regional round. Winners today, well, winners this weekend, I should say, in their 3-game series, go to the state tournament where they'll reseed. That brought to you by Rhonda Westland with State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. We're on our Hy-Vee pregame show here. Let's keep rolling through some of the things we need to talk about. Like our fans of the game from Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you are traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. The fans are rolling in, and I'm telling you now, I see a lot of Yankton red in the crowd. Obviously, this is a Pierre Stadium, and there's going to be a lot of Pierre fans, a lot of green, but the amount of red I am seeing right now is really making me happy when it comes to the 3.5, 4-hour drive that it is from Yankton. These Yankton Bucks fans really got in their cars and made the trip. Made a long, hot trip out here, but they are really coming into the stadium right now. Oh, we might see a little bit of a red out here. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's looking nice so far. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is your pregame show from Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Let's take another break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes. We'll keep rolling through things. We still got to go over some of our key matchups and our pitchers. I just was handed the lineup card. We're going to go through them here in a couple of minutes. This is your pregame show. You're listening to Yankton Athletics on KYNT.
Is the open road calling your name? Explorers Credit Union is here to put you in the driver's seat of your next adventure with an exclusive auto loan offer. For a limited time, get 1% cash back and reduce your rate by 1% when you purchase or refinance your car with us. Imagine where you could go with extra cash in hand and lower monthly payments. Get pre-approved today and explore the road ahead with confidence. Learn more and apply at explorerscu.com today. All loans are subject to approval. See credit union for details.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy's supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Women, have you had your annual exam? With May as Women's Health Month, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs remind you to prioritize your health so you can continue focusing on the health of your family. No matter the stage of your journey, pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, motherhood, or menopause, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs are the women's health experts. Call to schedule your annual health check today or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com to schedule online. So much care, so close to home.
Keep things rolling here on the pregame show from Hy-Vee. Let's talk about our umpires for a moment. Our umpires today brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond here. We've got two of them going to be running these ones. Just walked in. And our vision of the game brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. One of the big focuses for today for these games is keep leads. When it comes to Yankton, they did have a little bit of trouble keeping their leads in these last games with Pierre. They ended up in game one, the last time these two teams met, because once again, they are the last teams that played. They just played on Sunday, and now they're playing again on this Friday. Pierre was able to win both of those games, get the day sweep over Yankton. In game one, Yankton had a heavy lead. They go into the bottom of the sixth inning with an 8-6 lead. They're leading by 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Pierre gets 5 runs to go. 5 runs to go for Pierre in the bottom of the 6th. Yankton has 3 to make up. They only get 1 in the 7th. They lose 11-9. So in other words, keep your foot on the gas pedal. It's got to be the key for Yankton today. That's your vision of the game from Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. With that, let's go ahead and take one more break. We'll come back and talk about our pitching matchup and our starting lineups. Then we'll go to our pregame coach interview and first pitch after that. This is KYNT 102.1 FM, AM 1450, or KYN TV. You can watch along on Facebook or YouTube, pretty much anywhere you have internet connection. You can watch Yankton Athletics. Back in a couple of minutes on KYNT.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
Small businesses are neighbors serving neighbors. Passionate people who give our community character and personality. It's why at F&BO, we're passionate about helping you meet every moment at every stage of your business with guidance and solutions to help you take your business where you want it to go. Online and mobile banking, payments, lending, transfers and deposits, all made easy and more secure so you can do more. F&BO, big believers in small business. Member FDIC.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Whether it's to watch the game, eat out with the family, or hang out with friends, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat. Checkers menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and of course, wings. With 18 specialty wings flavors, there's a sauce for everyone. Like to mix it up? Try their sauce of the month. Head to Checkers Tuesday to Thursday 4 to 11, Friday to Sunday 11 to 11 on Walnut just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
The family is getting in the vehicle, going to the Yankton game.
Everyone is decked out in Yankton red, but wait, little Josh has on green.
Oh no, are we playing Pierre?
They'd better stop at JJ Benji's to right that wrong.
JJ Benji's is stocked with Yankton and Mount Marty fan gear in a variety of sizes and styles.
For Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancer fan gear,
you can count on JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton. They make you look good.
I am Juan Francisco Duarte, and basketball allows me to show my adventurous spirit. Right after graduating Mount Marty, I was selected to be part of the national basketball team for Colombia. Here I think is a great opportunity for me to expand, grow, and also help others to adventure in their journey.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
All right, back in the pregame show from Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Let's start talking about our starting lineups, and then we'll go to our pitchers here. Our starting lineups brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Started off with Pierre here for game one. Number 4, Nolan Peterson is going to be first up batting. He will be the catcher today. Cade Kaiser is going to be second baseman. He's going to be batting second. George Stalley will bat third. That's the center fielder. Charlie Simpson batting fourth. He's out in right. Jeff Zabel will be your pitcher today, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Grayson Hunsley. He is the third baseman. Spencer Eastland will be in left field. Matthew Brewer bats eighth. He is the first baseman, and Dawson Getz is your shortstop batting in the 9 hole. Once again, pitcher is Jet Zabel. These starting lineups from First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time. And now for your Yankton Bucks. Started off, leadoff hitter today will be Tate Bestie. He will be at second base. Easton Feeser batting next. He's the first baseman. Matthew Sheldon batting third at a DH spot. Owen Wishawn, the shortstop, batting fourth. Sam Goki, the third baseman, batting fifth. Evan Sirk out in center, batting sixth. Frankie Intveld out in right, he'll bat seventh. Easton Nelson batting eighth. He's going to be in left field. And Gavin Johnson will be your catcher today, batting in the 9 hole. Starting pitcher for the Yankton Bucks is Beck Reichen. Those starting lineups from First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. Go to our pitching matchup now, brought to you by Vision Care Associates. As we turn our vision towards the pitching mound, you should be considering turning your eyes to the experts at Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first, located at 2701 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton. That's Vision Care Associates. Beck Reichen once again on the mound for the Lancers, starting first. Beck Reichen, a guy who hasn't gotten a whole lot, but he's been really showing it in practice. He's played in 4 games, pitched 8 total innings, 173 pitches. He's allowed 10 runs, 9 of those earned. He has a ERA of 7.88, 7 strikeouts to 5 walks. Beck Reichen on the mound to start things off for the Yankton Bucks. For Pierre, they are marching out Jet Zabel. He appears to be their ace. Jet Zabel has thrown 31 innings, has 529 total pitches, 6 starts in 6 games. He has 3 wins to 1 loss on the resume, with 13 runs, 7 of those earned, given up, so 7 earned runs in 31 innings pitched. He has 28 strikeouts to 23 walks and a 1.58 ERA. That's your starting pitcher for Pierre. Those are our key players of the game as well, brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton. With that, let's go ahead and take a break, come back with our pregame coach interview from 1919 Root Beer. Brayden Butler spoke with head coach Drew Lawrence of the Yankton Bucks yesterday about this matchup. Let's take a break, come back with that in a couple of minutes right here on KYNT.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Did you know Sherco offers more than egg tarps? As an industry leader in construction, waste, and flatbed tarping systems, Sherco offers manual and electric tarp systems for not only grain trailers and grain carts, but also side dumps, end dumps, belly dumps, roll-offs, flatbeds, and more. To learn more, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best, demand Sherco.
Welcome back in here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, where there's a hopeful smile in every aisle. I am Brayden Butler. Big thank you to Tehl Tanner for making the trip out to Pierre to cover these games this weekend. We're heading into Game 1 between the Yankton Bucks and the Pierre Governors. Let's go to your pregame coach interview, brought to you by 1919 Root Beer. It's the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. It's on tap at Charlie's Pizza and in large cans at Yankton Hy-Vee. I was able to catch up with head coach Drew Lawrence for the Yankton Bucks ahead of this game recently, getting his opinion on the season so far and what he feels his team needs to do if they want to come out on top in this series, especially Game 1 against the Pierre Governors. We go to that interview now. Coach Lawrence, big set of games this weekend. There's the super regional round of South Dakota High School baseball. Playoffs, you win, you're into the state tournament, a 3-game series against the Pierre Governors. Game 1 coming up Friday night, 7 p.m. How are you feeling about your team heading into this postseason in this 3-game series?
I feel pretty good. We've put ourselves in a pretty good situation. We were close to being able to host. If we would have won one of the games on Sunday, we would be playing at home. That's just how close the rankings ended up. But I feel good about where we are from where we started at the beginning of the season. Beginning of the season, we started off struggling a little bit, and it was, we didn't know where we were going to end up. But I think we have ourselves in a couple of winnable games if we can win some and get on to the state tournament.
And you mentioned those games on Sunday. That was right in Pierce. So you're back where you were just a week ago, taking on the Governors. And again, what did you learn about how your guys played the Governors last week? And it was a busy weekend for you guys too, as those were games 3 and 4 of a 2-day stretch. So what did you learn last week against Pierre that you're going to try to implement going into this series?
Yeah, it's good and bad to go back to Pierre, right? You have to drive out there, but you just played on their field, so you have some familiarity with it. So that's always going to be a positive, being out there, and it's going to be a little trip. But, we learned a lot about it.
All right, well, looks like we are starting about 5 minutes early here in Pierce. Unfortunately, we're going to have to cut that interview short from Coach Lawrence, but it was brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, our pregame coach interview, the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. And that was your first pitch there, right off the mound from Jet Zabel from Lewis and Clark Ford, a proud sponsor of Yankton Athletics. Visit them at 4th and Capitol in Yankton or at lewisandclarkford.com. We are now underway in Pierre. Our super regional round, we're starting a little bit early, but we are rolling here. We've got a little grounder over to short, and thrown out at first is Tate Bestie to start this one off. That'll bring up Easton Feeser. Once again, Jet Zabel on the mound here for the Pierre Governors to start off this ball game. Once again, we are just underway. Swing and miss. Strike one here from Easton Feeser. Batting second in the lineup. This is your first baseman for the Bucks. Pitch 2 of the at-bat. Strike thrown. So an 0-2 count with one down already in the inning. This one just missed from Jet Zabel. Once again, looks like Pierre's ace. Zabel, 31 innings pitched, only 7 earned runs off this guy. Swing and miss, but it goes by the catcher. Runner's going to advance to first and get there just in time. Easton Feeser going to be safe on first base. Once again, we started a little bit early here in Pierre. If you're just joining us, we are underway. 1 down and 1 on for the Yankton Bucks in the top of the first inning versus the Pierre Governors. Strike one thrown in the next at-bat. This for Matthew Sheldon. Ball thrown in the next pitch, a 1-1 count with 1 down and 1 on first here for Matthew Sheldon. This is the designated hitter for the Bucks. Another pitch misses on the breaking ball. Sheldon on the season batting .426 and 61 at-bats. Has 26 hits and 21 RBIs. 15 runs scored. The 2-1 pitch, swing and miss, strike 2, a 2-2 count now. I think he might have just got a piece of that one for a foul either way. 2-2 count with 1 down. 1 on. The pitch. Foul ball. Sheldon will reset. Two count. We're in the top of the first inning here on KYNT. Once again, around 85 degrees here in Pierre. It is a hot day. Just starting to cool off. Oh, now I'm saying we're at about 82, 83. So it's starting to cool off a little bit. That's why we had this game a little later than everyone else. Another foul ball will keep Sheldon alive in the at-bat. Bounced off the massive mesh metal net. It says, "Welcome to Hyde Stadium," behind home plate. Beautiful ballpark this is. And walked is Sheldon on the full count pitch. So runners on first and second now for the Bucks right out of the gate. Their leadoff hitter grounded out to the shortstop, but since then they've got 2 on base. Easton Feeser got there after he actually swung at a low pitch and would have been a strikeout, but the ball was so low it actually got by the catcher, so Feeser was able to advance to first on that. And then Sheldon was walked. That brings up Owen Wishon. Wishawn has an 0-1 count. Takes a high pitch here for a 1-1 count now. Jet Zabel on the mound for the Governors to start off this game 1. Drilled out into right field. That's going to fall. They're going to stop the runner at third. That'll load the bases. A base hit here for Owen Wishawn. And the bases are loaded with only 1 out in the inning. We're in the top of the first. Bucks in scoring position. Now we get Sam Goki, who comes up with the bases loaded. He's going to swing at the first pitch. They're going to throw right at home, trying to turn to his Pierre, and they cannot make the catch at first base. And runners are going to score now after they tried to get 2 outs to end. Yankton's going to get a run in. Pierre was able to get 1 at the plate for 2 outs, but could not make the throw over to first base. And an error brings the score at 1-0. Yankton gets 1 in. So 2 down, 1 run scores with the bases loaded. RBI from Goki. Bring back Evan Cirk now. Evan Cirk going to take his first at-bat of the day. Cirk with 2 outs, runners on second and third. Breaking ball misses high. Evan Cirk on the season batting .308. 8 hits, 9 RBIs, 9 runs scored. Got that one looking. Strike 1. 1-1 count with 2 down here for Jet Zabel and the Pierre defense. Strike 2 thrown, looking for Cirk. Runners on second and third. Strike 3 thrown, punch out, but damage done. Yankton gets 1 in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first now. Yankton's outfield and Beck Reichen on the mound. Coming up next, this is KYNT back in 60 seconds.
To an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this, they actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Gardening and spring cleaning can give your body a workout, but with the bending, reaching, twisting, and pulling, your body may not be ready. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlandson from First Chiropractic Centers. To make spring cleaning and gardening less painful, it's important to prepare your body for these activities. Our team of doctors and staff focus not only on pain relief, but also address the underlying causes, such as muscular imbalances, proper techniques, and lack of conditioning. Visit firstchiropracticcenter.com, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
All right, back here on KYNT-TV, as Yankton marches out Beck Reichen onto the mound, pitching game 1 of this 3-game series between Yankton and Pierre in the Super Regional round. Winner goes to the state tournament in a best-of-3 series. Remind you of Beck Reichen's stats in the year. In terms of pitching, Beck Reichen has thrown 8 innings, played in 4 games. This is his first start of the season, coming in the postseason. 173 pitches he has thrown. He's allowed 10 runs, 9 earned, 5 walks to 7 strikeouts, and a 7.88 ERA. Beck Reichen certainly seems to have earned this one. In practice, he must be throwing really, really well, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the young buck is going to do here. Very exciting moment for a young player, getting his first start of the season in the postseason. First pitch ball is he's going to be working on Nolan Peterson, who is the catcher. Also leadoff hitting for Pierre. So a 1-0 count, throw from Reichen. This one's going to be hit out into center field. The center fielder for the Bucks getting underneath that and bringing it into the glove. That was Evan Sirk for 1 up, 1 down for the Bucks defense. Bring up Cade Kaiser now. Kaiser, second baseman, ready to take his first at-bat of the day. First pitch, strike one thrown. Cade Kaiser has 22 at-bats on the season, a .273 batting average. He has 6 hits and 5 RBIs with 7 runs scored on the year. Facing Beck Reichen on the mound. 1-1 count with 1 down. Here's the pitch from Reichen. Just missed. Ball 2. 2-1 count now. Another ball thrown. A 3-1 count here. George Stalley on deck. So we've got a high fly ball. The second baseman's getting underneath it and will make the catch. That was a towering infield fly. Came down. The second baseman was able to get a hold of that for the Bucks. That's Tate Bestie. And there's 2 flyouts to start this inning for Pierre. 1 flying out to center, 1 flying out to second. So the second baseman flies out to second, and we bring up the center fielder in Stalley. George Stalley ready to take his first pitch from Reichen. Throw inside and high. Ball 1 with 2 down. Once again, 2 down in the inning already for the Yankton Bucks. Both of them on flyouts. 1 to center, 1 to second. Another ball thrown from Reichen. Yankton has a chance to go 1-2-3 here. Charlie Simpson is on deck. And we've got a little grounder to the shortstop. This should do it for the inning. Throw to first base, and the catch is made. 1-2-3 goes Pierre, and Yankton has a lead after 1. 1-0 is the score of this ball game. Sam Goki got the RBI single, and Matthew Sheldon was hit home. This scoreboard update from Edward Jones, financial advisor. Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Let's go ahead and take a quick break here as we go to the second inning of play. Yankton up 1-0 over Pierre. Back in 30 seconds on KYNT.
Back in 1982, the most popular TV shows were 60 Minutes, Dallas, and MASH. Also back in 1982, Larry's Heating and Cooling began. This is Miles for Larry's 42nd year. We've got something special for you. For a limited time, get a Lennox high-efficiency furnace and air conditioner fully installed for just $5,842. That's right, $5,842. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion, your only locally owned Lennox dealer.
All right, second inning we go here on KYNT. Yankton leading over Pierre as we start the second inning 1-0. First pitch ball here on the mound. Once again, Jet Zabel for Pierre. Frankie Intveld, this is the right fielder, taking pitches. Intveld taking 2 balls to start off the at-bat. Foul ball on the next pitch, 2-1 count. Yankton leads this game 1-0 over Pierre. We're in the top of the second inning here on KYNT. Low pitch. And a 3-1 count here. In a spot of trouble now is Zabel. You don't want to walk your first batter of the inning. Strike 2 thrown. We got a full count. Frankie Intveld once again batting for Yankton. Full count pitch. Strike 3 delivered. Strikeout to start the inning after being down 3-1 in the count. 2 strikes delivered in a row, both looking by Zabel. And that'll actually make out two strikeouts in a row as Evan Sirk struck out to end the first inning. Intveld will strike out to start the second inning. That's two in a row here for Zabel, starting to get into a rhythm. Easton Nelson now batting. Nelson going to hit one up high, another infield fly. The second baseman trying to get underneath it will make the catch. 2 up, 2 down for Yankton. And Gavin Johnson will step back up. This is the 9-hole batter for the Yankton Bucks. We return to the top of the order after this. This is the catcher for the team. First pitch strike here. Gavin Johnson. This will be his 35th at bat. He bats .382 on the season. 13 hits, 8 RBIs. He's been walked 4 times, and according to the stats I have, he's never been struck out this year, which is very nice. One, 2 count now, swing and miss. Here for Gavin Johnson. The 1-2. Pitch outside, make it a 2-2 count now. Johnson, a player with a very good eye. Drills the 2-2 pitch out to left field. That's going to be a base hit single for Gavin Johnson. And with 2 down in the inning, the 9-hole batter hits a single to get on first. So 1 on now for the Bucks. We go back to the top of the order. Tate Bestie, who had a ground out to short when he was up last, hits this one foul back into the crowd. Tate Bestie on the season, batting .367 for the Bucks with a .484 on base percentage. Strike thrown on the next pitch, dropped by the catcher, but it's only strike 2. 0-2 count now with 2 down. Tate Bestie down in the count here, in a bit of trouble in the top of the second. Yankton leads this game 1-0. 0-2 count with 2 down in the second. Drills this one out into center field, and the catch is going to be made. Sliding catch out in center by George Stalley. That will do it for the inning. Yankton leaves 1 on after the fly out to center. We go to the bottom of the second here on KYNT. Yankton leading 1-0. This game today brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been providing South Dakota families and businesses just like yours with personalized banking services. And Truxedo, a real truck company. And America's Best Realty. Are you tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And finally, Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. Let's take 30 seconds here. Back after this for the Yankton defense.
Are you ready for a hydration revolution? Introducing Ghost Hydration, the ultimate drink to keep you feeling refreshed and revitalized. It's packed with a unique blend of electrolytes and vitamins, giving you the perfect balance to conquer your day. And its variety of mouth-watering flavors will make your taste buds dance with joy. Hitting the gym, going on an adventure, or just need to pick me up? Ghost Hydration has your back. Experience the hydration revolution for yourself. Stay refreshed. Stay revitalized, stay ghostly hydrated with Ghost Hydration.
All right, we're ready to begin at bats here in the bottom of the second. Yankton leads this ball game 1-0 in a first game of 3-game series here in Pierre. Yankton leading to start this one off after a first inning RBI single from Sam Goki hit home Matthew Sheldon. That is the 1 run that has been scored in this ball game. We're in the bottom of the second now. Beck Reichen on the mound. First pitch, ball thrown. Now you remember the first inning, Pierre went 1, 2, 3, fly out, ground out. Center, second, and short were the 3 balls off the bats. But the Yankton defense able to get all 3 of them out. Now a 1-2 count here for Beck Reichen. Here's the 1-2. This one's going to be hit over the first baseman's head, out into right field. It falls. And the leadoff hitter of the inning is on base. That's Charlie Simpson, the right fielder. Charlie Simpson batting .213 on the season. 10 hits, that'll make 11. Next man up is Jet Zabel. This is now pitcher on pitcher here. And he's going to drill this one out into left field, and it will be caught out in left field. What a catch out in left by Easton Nelson. Looked like a wide receiver in football. Full extension with the left arm as he's at a full sprint out in left, able to bring that one in over the shoulder. Keep the runner at first, and now there's one down in the inning. So Zabel flies out to left. We bring up Grayson Hunsley. This is the third baseman for Pierre. Strike one thrown from Reichen here. An 0-1 count. With one on, Charlie Simpson got the first hit of the game for Pierre. He stands on first. He hit it right over the head of the first baseman in a line drive that fell in front of the right fielder. Ball thrown here. 1-1 count with one down. Yankton leads this ball game. The 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be a base hit. Right between short and third off the bat for Pierre. So Grayson Hunsley gets a single as well. Bring up Spencer Easland, who is the 7th batter in the lineup. He's out in left field today. Once again, the score here. Yankton leading. We're in the bottom of the second. Now we're going to have a little mound visit. Today's action, by the way, brought to you by the UPS Store, offering packing and shipping plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. We return to the at-bat. We'll start things off here for Spencer Easland. Runners on first and second here for Pierre, and he's going to get another base hit, goes right over second base, gets by the second baseman. They're going to send the runner at third, foot race to home plate, and a long throw will lead to a Pierre run. So Pierre gets one, and we are tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 score with runners on the corners now for Pierre. RBI single for Spencer Easland.
That hit brings up the first baseman, number 15, Matthew Brewer.
Hit home Charlie Simpson, who got that leadoff hit. As we now go to Matthew Brewer, who is the 8th batter in the lineup. Brewer, runner's going to go here, throw over to second base. Safe. Runner is safe, and a base stolen from Pierre. That's Easland who stole second. Now runners, 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out on the board. Once again, Matthew Brewer here, batting 175 on the season. Batting 8th in the lineup. He has 7 hits, 5 RBIs, 6 runs scored. This time he's going to hit one deep out into left center field, and that is going to drop, and 2 runs are going to score here for Pierre. Pierre's got a lead in the bottom of the second off an RBI double from Matthew Brewer. 2 RBIs on that double. So Pierre leads this game now 3-1 with all 3 runs scoring in the bottom of this second inning. Nine-hole batter now up. Getz has an 0-1 count. Off the bat, this one's going to be into the glove of the second baseman. Throw over to first. And Yankton gets their second batter, but they will advance Brewer over to third. So he's in scoring position at third base with 2 outs on the board in a 3-1 ball game. Getz will ground out to second. We got Nolan Peterson coming up next to bat. We return to the top of the batting order as we've now got a mound visit from Coach Drew Lawrence, head coach for the Yankton Bucks. There is action in the bullpen for the Bucks. I think you might actually, it's not quite a bullpen. They're kind of just out in left field. I think you can actually see it if you're watching on KYN TV. It's just on that left side of your screen. So there is somebody warming up, but they are going to continue to roll with Beck Reich in here, who started this game. Had a great first inning, now struggling in the second. Little hit off the bat, throw to first, that'll do for the inning. Reich needed to get one more out, and he got it. So 3 outs and a 3-1 ball game. Pierre gets 3 to go in the bottom of the second. We go to the third inning now on KYNT. Our game today from Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories. No sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. 3-1 is your score from Alani New Energy Drinks. Pierre now leading. Back in 30 seconds on KYNT for the third inning in the Yankton Bats.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT. Call 605-665-4567 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
We're back here on KYNT for the start of the third inning, brought to you by Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients, as well as Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And of Vera, moving health forward. We're ready to get rolling here for this third inning of play. 3-1, Pierre now leads over Yankton. Dave Bestie up to bat. Excuse me, this is Easton Feeser. Second batter in the lineup to start off this inning. First pitch inside, ball 1. So a 1-0 count here. 3-1 your score. Pierre on top of Yankton now. High pitch makes it a 2-0 count. Once again, Jet Zabel on the mound for Pierre. He's kind of been their ace this year. They're marching him out for game 1. Strike thrown here. It's a 2-1 count for Easton Feeser. He was struck out, but then reached on the air in that first inning. He swung at a low pitch for strike 3, but the pitch got by the catcher, so he was able to run to first. He eventually was thrown out at home with the bases loaded. Little grounder to the pitcher. They got him out at home. This time he's going to be walked, so he'll advance to first now. And Yankton has 1 on to start the inning. Never want to walk your first batter of the inning. We'll see how Zabel responds to that, as he now has Matthew Sheldon that he's got to deal with. Sheldon, designated hitter. Takes ball 1. Easton Feeser, by the way, that was his 8th walk of the year. 1-0 count here for Sheldon. Strike one thrown. Matthew Sheldon batting .426 on the year. 26 hits, 21 RBIs, 15 runs scored. Swing and miss on this next one, a 1-2 count. Sheldon only second to Lucas Kampshoff in terms of hits. Kampshoff, who is not in the 9 today. I don't have any intel on Yankton missing one of their, certainly statistically, best hitters, best players. We'll see if we can talk to Coach Drew Lawrence about Kampshoff in the post game. But first, we've got an infield fly. The catcher trying to get underneath it. First baseman, actually, the one who had a chance on it, but couldn't quite glove it. And the at-bat will continue with a 2-2 count here for Sheldon. Sheldon once again scored the 1 run for the Bucks. He got to first base on a walk. Yankton loaded the bases. He was able to get home off an RBI single from Sam Goki. Two to two is the count here. Little grounder gets by the shortstop, and Sheldon's going to take first. And he'll advance Feeser to second. So a little hit there for the Bucks, and they've got 2 on. 1 on first, 1 on second. No outs in the inning. Down 3-1 to Pierre. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. This is a 7-inning contest. Game 1 of a 3-game series between the Yankton Bucks and the Pierre Governors. Got a bunt here. Yankton trying to advance runners. They'll throw over to first, but the sacrifice bunt works. Owen Wishon is out at first, but runners are on second and third now for the Bucks. The sacrifice bunt works.
Now batting the third baseman, number 19, Samuel Goki.
Sam Goki comes up to bat now. Sam Goki batting for Yankton. First pitch high. He's got runners in scoring position. Goki hit the RBI single in the first inning to get Yankton on the board. Now he can do it again here. He's got 2 runners in scoring position this time. Little hit, goes grounder straight to the second baseman. Throw over to first. They're going to get 2 outs, but another run scores. A sacrifice RBI for Sam Goki, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Yankton gets 1 to go in the top of the 3rd, and they still have a man in scoring position in Sheldon, who stands on 3rd. Three to 3 now is the score. After an error, wild pitch, and Sheldon comes home. So it's a 3-3 score here in the 3rd inning. Yankton gets 2 in the 3rd. That'll clear the bases, actually. Zabel hits the strike zone in the next pitch after a wild pitch on that last one. Matthew Sheldon has 2 runs scored. Another fly ball with 2 outs. They'll catch it, throw it in, over to first, and that'll do for the inning. Cirque, little ground out, and that'll do. We have a 3-3 ball game. Score tied at 3. 2 runs go for Yankton in the top of the 3rd. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning now in that tie ball game. Back in 60 seconds in KYT.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
University of South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The Coyote football team reached new heights in 2023, totaling 10 wins and hosting 2 home playoff games. South Dakota volleyball continued their tradition of success last season, clinching a share of the regular season Summit League title. Join the party this upcoming season and secure your seats today. For ticket information, visit goyotes.com.
All right, bottom of the third inning here on KYNT. New pitcher on the mound for the Yankton Bucks. That is Boston Frick out there. Frick has thrown 2 innings this year. He's played in 2 games. Has actually only thrown 38 pitches coming into today. Boston Frick has 3 runs off of him, 1 walk to 3 strikeouts, 1-0 whip, and a 0'd out ERA. He's only thrown 2 innings. And we are ready to go. His first pitch goes off the glove of the catcher. It's a ball, but it goes off the glove and back into the net. We're in the bottom of the third inning now in a 3-3 contest. High pitch there. Nearly gets by the catcher. 2-0 count. Another ball pitch down in the count here. 3-0 is Frick. Another inside pitch. So 4 pitches, 4 balls. And the leadoff batter of the inning is walked. That was Cade Kaiser. George Staley will now come up to bat. First pitch, another ball thrown. Boston Frick trying to find the strike zone here. One 1-0 pitch, another high one. That's 6 in a row for the young pitcher, and we're going to have a mound visit now. The catcher's going to come out to talk with him. That's Gavin Johnson, playing catcher here in this game 1 of a 3-game series. Two-0 count here, 3-3 score. 1 on, no outs. We're in the bottom of the third. The 2-0 pitch, runner's gonna go here. Throw over to second. It was a ball thrown and stolen base. So Pierre now has somebody in scoring position with a 3-0 count. So Cade Kaiser steals second. Staley has a 3-0 count, takes the pitch, and it's outside. So that is 2 up and 2 walks. We're going to have a mound visit by the head coach, Drew Lawrence, now. Tough start there for Boston Frick, throwing 8 pitches, all balls, and the infield's going to come in and talk with him for a moment. It's a 3-3 ball game here, and we're going to take a moment and thank some sponsors here, like Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. As well as Aztec. Aztec of Yankton was founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now, they are offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Aztec is the proud team sponsor for Yankton High School baseball. And finally, Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up an appointment. We return to the next at-bat after 2 walks. The walk kind of eliminated that stolen base as well. There's a strike First pitch strike of the next at bat for Charlie Simpson. So that'll end that little streak of balls. Always good to find the strike zone. Now he finds it twice in a row. Got him on the breaking ball, and an 0-2 count now. In a bit of a hole is Charlie Simpson. Simpson did get a single in his last at-bat. That was in the second inning. He led off the second inning with a single, ended up being brought home in the first run of the ball game for Pierre, off an RBI single from Spencer Eastland. Charlie Simpson batting fourth in the lineup today. This is the right fielder. Takes a ball thrown here. 1-2 count with runners on first and second. No outs thus far. High throw. It gets by the... Strikeout. Got him on the full count pitch.
The pitcher, number 12, Jack Zabel.
Y puedo ayudarle a encontrar la casa perfecta. Yo sé.
All right, a little connection problem here, but it looks like we're getting things underway as we've got a little hit over to center field, and another run is going to score for Pierre. They sent him, and now, tough decision. It's an infield error. We'll let a man go to second. So we are back here on KYNT. We are in the bottom of the third inning as 2 runs have now scored for Pierre. 5-3 is the score of this ball game, and we're going to have a runner come in number 6 for Pierre, and Sutton Sonnenschein. He'll be running, going in on second there. We've got Grayson Hunsley. Now batting. After Simpson was struck out. We have 1 out on the board, 1-0 count now for Gavin Hunsley. Throw over to second base, goes by the second baseman. The center fielder's there in time, so runner won't advance. Boston Frick on the mound for Yankton. Strike thrown here. 1-1 count for Grayson Hunsley. Hunsley batting .229 on the year. Foul ball. Make it a 1-2 count here. Goes right through the legs of the coach on third base. One-two count here. There's the pitch with 1 out. Little grounder over to short. Shortstop brings it in. Throw over to first. That's 1. Throw back to third. Nope, they're not going to make the throw. But 2 outs and a runner advances to third. Spencer Eastland will now come in to bat. He had an RBI single and then scored a run. Last time he was here, that was in the bottom of the second inning. Pierre leads this ball game 5-3. We're in the bottom of the third at the moment with 2 outs. Swing and miss, strike one. Game today brought to you by Avera, moving health forward. An 0-1 count, first pitch strike to start it off for Frick. High fly ball out to left field. This time the third baseman trying to get underneath it. Tracks it in the wind, but it's going to fall. Lost it in the sun, and that's a base hit for Pierre with 2 outs. That would have ended the inning, but where the ball was hit and the position of the sun, I can tell you the third baseman was staring directly into the sun as they were trying to bring that one down with the design of this stadium, where that ball was located, staring directly at it. Strike here with 2 down. 0-2 for Matthew Brewer. Throw over to second. Try and get the man stealing. They got him. So caught stealing at second is Pierre. Sun and shine caught stealing, and that will do it for the third inning. 6-3 is your score. Pierre does some damage in both the second and third. They get 3 to score in each. This game brought to you by One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution, located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. 6-3 is your score from Edward Jones, financial advisor, Colby Cookta. The same to win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Let's take 30 seconds back here in 30 in a 6-3 ball game as we go to the fourth.
Hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, 2 great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
All right, back here to begin the fourth inning of play here on KYNT. Should be Frankie Intveld leading off this inning for the Bucks. Jet Zabel still out there. He's gone the full way as we are now in the fourth inning. Once again, this is a 7-inning contest, game 1 of a 3-game series between Yankton and Pierre. Winner will go to the state tournament. It's a matchup between the 6 and 11 seed, 6 Pierre being the home team. Start off this at-bat with a fly ball to right field. Goes in and out of the glove of the first baseman. He actually had a chance at that foul ball. Couldn't quite bring it in right in front of the dugout for Pierre. So after the foul from Intveld, he has an 0-1 count to start off the inning. Jet Zabel, once again, is pitched the whole way through. Looks like he's got 3 strikeouts to 2 walks so far. 3 runs allowed on 3 hits. This one going to be caught straight by the shortstop. Right off the bat, and the shortstop brings it in off a high jump. Out and short is Getz. So Intveld out on the leadoff. So 1 out, 6-3 is your score. We go back to Easton Nelson. First pitch strike here for Nelson. Nelson flew out to second in his first at bat. That was in the bottom or the top of the second inning. Now we're in the top of the fourth. Strike 2 in the next pitch. An 0-2 count now for Jet Zabel. Throw over to third, over to first. That's 2 for Pierre. That one gloved by the third baseman. Throw over to first, and Pierre's got 2 up, 2 down. That was Easton Nelson. We go to Gavin Johnson now. He's the 9-hole batter for the Bucks. He hit a single in the second inning. That was his only trip to the plate. This is the catcher. First pitch strike thrown from Zabel. Next pitch inside, ball one, so a 1-1 count here. Once again, a single hit from Gavin Johnson. In his last trip, he was eventually left on base. That was in the second. 2-1 count with 2 down here for Pierre. Next pitch. Strike 2 thrown. Johnson once again batting .382 on the season. Another high pitch here. Make it a full count. Foul ball. Game today from One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution, located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. We're going to reset here. Full count pitch incoming for Gavin Johnson. Walked him. Johnson will take first. Yankton baseball today. Is courtesy of Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire because they do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. As well as FNBO, the great big small bank for more than 165 years. They've been with you where you are. First pitch strike delivered for Tate Bestie now after the walk from Gavin Johnson. Ball thrown here, 1-1 count. Bestie has a ground out and a fly out today. Ground out to short, fly out to center. This time he's going to be in and out of the glove of the third baseman, and that'll be a base hit first of the day for Tate Bestie. Runner in scoring position now for the Bucks. That one's hit the glove of the third baseman, but just couldn't quite bring it in on the fast corner. It goes out to left. So a single there for Bestie in the fourth. Now Yankton, all of a sudden, with 2 outs, has a runner in scoring position. Easton Feeser is the man to bat. Swing and miss, strike 1. Left-handed batter. He's got on base twice in 2 plate appearances today. Once he was struck out, but the catcher missed the catch, and he was able to get to first in time. And the second one, he was walked. This will be his 3rd trip to the plate. Takes a strike here, so an 0-2 count with 2 outs, runners on first and second for the Bucks. Tough situation. In a spot of trouble is Easton Feeser. That pitch inside. Ball 1. 1-2 count here with 2 outs. We're in the top of the 4th in a 6-3 ball game. Pierre on top at Yankton. Foul ball. Keep the at-bat alive. Easton Feeser bats .304 on the season, has 17 hits and 8 RBIs coming into today. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and miss, strikeout, that'll do for the inning. Bucks leave 2 on, they'll trail 6-3. We go to the bottom of the 4th now in a 6-3 ball game. This game today brought to you by the UPS Store, offering packing and shipping plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. And Yankton Thrive. Yes, there is a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break. Go to the bottom of the 4th after this.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Go to the bottom of the fourth here on KYNT. 6-3 is your score. Boston Frick now on the mound. Frick pitched the third inning. Ended up having a struggle of a start, but ended up getting things figured out after that. Had a K, a couple of ground outs, and Yankton caught somebody stealing to end the inning. Two strikes delivered to start this at-bat off for Matthew Brewer. Brewer has 2 RBIs, but he's going to have a strikeout here to start off the inning. So good start for Boston Frick after a struggle of a start in the third inning with 2 walks out of the gate. Gets a strikeout out of the gate in the fourth. First pitch ball here for Dawson Getz. Grounded out to the second baseman in the second inning. That was his only at bat. This is number 2 as he takes a strike here. 1-1 count with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Little hit over to the shortstop. Shortstop brings it in. Throw over to first base. And the catch is made for the out. 2 up, 2 down for the Yankton defense. 6-3 out. Evan Zirk. Excuse me. Owen Wishon to Easton Feezer. So we go back to the top of the batting order now. Peterson, the leadoff hitter. 0 for 2 at the plate today. Has another chance. Two balls thrown to start things off from Frick. Another strike thrown here. 2-1 count now. Peterson flew out to center and a grounder to short were his 2 at-bats. Out in both. Another ball thrown. A 3-1 count. Boston Frick down in the count. Swing and miss. Strike 2. Now a full count with 2 outs. Strike call, and that'll do. That's strike number 3. 3 outs in the inning. And it's a 6-3 ball game. Yankton still trails, but they get out of that inning without any damage taken. We go to the 5th now on KYNT. We'll take a moment and thank a few of our sponsors here as the Pierre defense trots out to the mound. We'll thank Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. As well as Floor Tech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech 665-4839. And Sherco, proud supporter of Yankton sports. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. As well as State Farm with Roy Wilcox. Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance has been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they will help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Roy Wilcox State Farm is a proud supporter of Yankton Athletics. Looks like Jet Zabel marching back out there for the 5th inning. We're just going to keep this one right here as we go to the 5th. Yankton Bucks are getting ready to bat. I think Matthew Sheldon is going to be leading off here for the Bucks. Looks like the designated hitter. Ready to do it. Take a look at our pitching matchup and what we've seen today. Beck Reichen started on the mound for the Bucks. He pitched 2 innings. Did not have any strikeouts or walks. Had 4 hits and 3 runs in those 2 innings. And then Boston Frick came in and pitched the last 2. Ended up walking his first 2 batters, but was pretty money after that. Ended up with 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and did have 3 runs in that bottom of the 3rd, but nothing in the 4th. So we're ready to begin here with Sheldon. His first pitch of the 5th inning. Ball. Three strikeouts here so far for Frick. He had 2 in that 4th inning. The first and third batters up struck out, and the second batter grounded out to short. Yankton went 1-2-3 in the inning. Not going to do that this time, however. Sheldon with a base hit right over the top of second base. He'll go to first. So Pierre won't do the same, but they do have the lead, 6-3 at the moment. Yankton with a little bit of work still to do, down 3 runs as we begin the 5th inning. Matthew Sheldon with a leadoff single to get things started. First pitch ball here for Owen Wishon. Swing and miss, strike 1 for Wishon, a 1-1 count. One pitch with 1 on. Strike 2 thrown. Got him looking. 1-2 count now, 6-3 score. Pierre on top of Yankton. Strike 3, got him looking. Looks like that's the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Jet Zabel, compared to only 3 walks. So 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 hits, and 3 runs given up. Foul ball. The first baseman's trying to track it in the sun. That one's going to go out of play. Starting off the at-bat for Sam Goki, so he's got no 1 count after the foul. Sam Goki has hit 2 RBIs today. Hit a single on his first one, was thrown out at first on his second one, but still got the RBI. This time, just out at first. Little grounder went off the pitcher on a little light hit, and the official's going to go check on him, go have a conversation with him, but looks like Zabel's all right after that, and made the throw over to first. 2 down for Pierre. Evan Cirk now up to bat. Cirk is 0 for 2 at the plate, looks like. Struck out in the first inning and then grounded out to short in the 3rd. Now making his 3rd trip to the plate in this 5th inning now. 6-3 score. Pierre on top of Yankton. Yankton does have a runner in scoring position in Sheldon, however. Sheldon led off the inning with a single. Now he leads off of second. Cirk trying to bring him home, but there are 2 outs on the board. It's a 1-1 count here. Jet Zabel pitching. Strike 3. Or excuse me, 2. I can count. 1-2 count with 2 down. I can count, I swear. The 1-2 pitch. Inside. Just barely misses the strike zone. There's some groans from the home crowd on that one. They wanted number 3. 2-2 with 2 outs, top of the 5th, 6-3 score. The pitch. Little grounder straight to the pitcher. He'll bring it in the glove. Underhand throw to first. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Pierre leading 6-3 after 4.5. Go to the bottom of the 5th for the Pierre Bats. Back in 60 seconds on KYNT.
Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics. Boston Shoes to Boots is your headquarters for quality and comfortable shoes.
In the second batter of the inning, grounded out to short. It was a 1-2-3 inning for the Bucks. We've got a foul ball that will keep Kaiser alive in his at-bat. Strikeout. All right. Out to left field. This one's going to be hit. And Pierre now has one on with one out. 6-3 is your score. Pierre leading over Yankton. We're figuring things out here in Pierre. Sorry, we had a little bit of an audio issue, looks like, on our stream. We're getting that fixed. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. One out, one on. Here for Pierre. Pitch. Throw over to second base. Not going to get him in time. Second baseman couldn't make the snag. It was Tate Bestie out there. Couldn't quite bring it in. And a stolen base for George Stalley, looks like. Charlie Simpson batting. Simpson is an 0-1 count. That pitch was a strike. One count with one out. Ball out to center field off the bat. The center fielder will bring it into the glove for out number 2. It's Evan Sirk out there in center, making the catch. We got 2 outs. Jet Zabel now up to bat. Zabel flew out to left in his first at-bat, hit a double in the 3rd. Now he's making his 3rd at-bat with a runner in scoring position, but 2 outs. First pitch strike thrown here from Boston Frick. Once again, we're in the bottom of the 5th. 6-3 is the score of this contest. Little grounder over to second, throw over to first base. This should do it, and it will for the inning. So that is a 3-out inning. Pierre leaves one on, 6-3 score. No score for either team since the 3rd inning as we go to the 6th now. This is KYNT back in 60 seconds.
Hey, why are you in the garage?
This is a 6-3 contest. First pitch strike here for Easton Nelson. Baseball today from Pizza Ranch. For legendary chicken and the best pizza, it's Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway, or call 665-1222. One count with one out. Easton Nelson. Strike thrown here. A 1-2 count with one out. Nelson today 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out. Another strike thrown, so 2 up, 2 strikeouts here for J.J. Buckles. Now he has Gavin Johnson, the 9-hole batter he's facing. Count with 2 outs. Swing and miss, strike 1 here for Gavin Johnson. The 1-1 pitch. Outside. Aimed today from First Chiropractic Center. Making life better, one adjustment at a time. Grounder right down the right field line. Straight into the arms of the first baseman, and he is out. That will do it for Gavin Johnson. Grounds out to the first baseman. So 1-2-3 goes Yankton, and we go to the bottom of the 6th for Pierre. They are 3 outs away from finishing this ball game when we go to the 7th. This is KYNT, KYN-TV. Thanks for sticking with us through some of the problems we're having technology-wise today. Hopefully we're getting everything figured out, and we're certainly going to work to make sure everything's figured out for tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take a quick 30-second break. We'll come back for the bottom of the 6th right after this.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind by your contact lenses. Vision Care Associates now offers infused multifocal contact lenses, specialized lenses that can provide you with clear vision at multiple distances without switching between glasses and contacts. Don't let glasses slow you down any longer. Call us today to schedule an appointment to try infused multifocal contact lenses.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Boston Frick still out on the mound there for the Bucks. So we go to the 6th. Yankton needs to get out of this with minimal damage in this 6th. When we go to the 7th, Pierre is going to be 3 outs away from victory. It's just a matter of what is the lead going to be. If Yankton gives up nothing, it'll be 3. Pierre's able to get some runs in. Well, we'll see. J.J. Buchholz for Pierre had a great 6th inning. Faced 3 batters, struck out 2 of them. The 3rd one grounded out to first. 1-2-3 went Yankton. And when we go to the 7th, they've got to get the bats moving, or they're going to return to the hotel and try and come back tomorrow. Grounder over to the 3rd baseman, throw over to first. Got there in time. Grayson Huntley is out to start this one off. Spencer Easland comes back to the plate. So it's a 6-3 ball game. Foul ball off the bat here for Easland. He's had an interesting day. He's hit a couple singles, has an RBI, a run scored, and was caught stealing once to end an inning. Strike thrown here. It's an 0-2 count for him with 1 out. High fly ball. Catcher sheds the mask, trying to... No, it's going to go out of play. So an 0-2 count will remain after the foul with 1 out on the board. Spencer Easland batting for Pierre. Game today brought to you by the Fox Stop. For all your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop. Here's the pitch. Right past the pitcher, out into center field, and that'll be a base hit for Easland. So Pierre has 1 on with 1 out. We'll bring up Matthew Brewer now. No, excuse me. We've got a pinch hitter, J.J. Buchholz. The pitcher is in to hit. Buchholz takes the first pitch low. It's ball 1 with 1 out, 1 on. Swing and miss, strike 1 here for the pitcher. 1-1 count. Once again, 1 out on the board. Little hopper, throw over to second. Bucks trying to turn 2 and cannot get the 3rd guy. They get 1 at second. But Buchholz is safe at first base. So Yankton gets 1 at second, cannot get the batter, so he's safe at first. 2 outs on the board, 6-3 your score. Yankton needs one more to send this to the 7th inning, where Pierre will be 3 outs away from finishing this. Yankton's got 3 runs to make up. Dawson gets. Now batting. Foul ball. Game today brought to you by Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans ready to get you in the fields and the woods or wherever you'd like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area athletes. 0-1 count after the foul. This is the 9-hole batter. Grounder over to short. This should do for the inning. Underhand throw to second. And we go to the 7th. 6-3 is your score. Yankton trailing by 3. They have 3 runs to make up. Let's thank a few of our sponsors here, like Aztec. Aztec to Yankton was founded on innovation and passion to help their customers. Aztec is a proud team sponsor for Yankton High School baseball. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Let's thank Buell's Cleaners as well for rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services. Go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. Vision Care Associates as well, where the health of your eyes comes first. And finally, MTRC Smith Insurance, an independent insurance agency offering you a variety of products for your individual, family, and business needs. Let's take 30 seconds. Back after this in a 6-3 ball game. Yankton has 3 runs to make up. We come back for the 7th and 30.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
We go to the 7th here. Yankton trailing by 3, needing 3 runs to be made up here. And we've got the top of the batting order for the Bucks. Leadoff hitter is out there. Hit a single. Last time he was at the plate, it's Tate Bestie. We're in the top of the 7th here on at KYNT. 0-1, now is the count. Bestie takes a ball on the next pitch. Once again, J.J. Buckholz out there, pitching the 6th and 7th innings. In the 6th, Yankton went 1-2-3, 2 of those strikeouts. Another foul ball off the bat of Bestie makes this a 1-2 count here. Pierre is 3 outs away from finishing game 1 of this 3-game series. They lead at 6-3 in the 7th. Yankton has to get 3 runs here. We'll go to tomorrow. Once again, tomorrow's games will be 11 a.m. first pitch, by the way. Grounder right past short and third, and Bestie is on base. So Yankton's leadoff does exactly what he needed. He gets on base to start off this inning. Yankton needs 3 to score. And now they're going to advance a runner to second. They just threw it over to the pitcher, couldn't quite grab it. And Bestie just goes straight into scoring position. So a little bit of a mistake for Pierre, and Yankton has one in on second already. It was a single hit from Bestie, but he'll stand off second now. Easton Feeser comes up to bat. Off the bat, a grounder over to the first baseman. He's just going to tag the bag, but Yankton does advance Bestie over to first. 1 out now. 2 outs left for the Bucks. This game today brought to you by Explorers Credit Union. Watch the Coaches Show on Saturday morning, sponsored by Explorers Credit Union. Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. High pitch here for Matthew Sheldon. 1-0 count. Sheldon, this time, fly ball. It's going to go out of play. The third baseman tried to track it down. Not going to get there. One count with 1 out. Runner on third. Sheldon batting. He has 2 singles and a walk. He has 2 of the 3 runs scored for Yankton today as well. Certainly been their best player today. Two-one count with 1 out. Little grounder, and it's going to go out into the outfield, and 1 run's going to score. Sheldon gets the RBI single. Yankton still has work to do, but they're alive. 2 runs more have to score. They have 2 outs left to give. 6-4 is the score. Run scored by Tate Bestie. Led off the inning with that base hit. Easton Feeser, his ground out, got him to third, and then Sheldon brought him home in an RBI. 0-1 count now. Pitch outside, and Sheldon is going to take second now after a pitch gets by the catcher. This is J.J. Buckles on the mound for Pierre trying to finish it. Owen with Sean batting for the Bucks. This is game 1 of a 3-game series once again. No matter the outcome of this one, we will be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. The loser of this game will have to win 2 games tomorrow in order to advance. The winner of this game will have to only win 1 of them. There's a base hit. Sheldon gets the signal. Sheldon's going. They're sending him home. Sheldon will score, and Yankton only trails by 1. 1 out on the board. Owen with Sean makes this a 1-run game. The mistake from the pitcher, Buckholz, threw the pitch by the catcher, and Sheldon was able to advance from first to second. That got him into scoring position. Then the RBI single from Owen with Sean there will make this a 1-run game. Sheldon was in scoring position off of that little error, and all of a sudden, this is a 1-run game in the 7th. Pierre has 2 outs to get in order to finish this one. Yankton needs 1 run to extend this ball game, 2 to take the lead and put the pressure on Pierre. They could go to the bottom of this inning and win in 3 outs if they get 2 more runs to score. This game today brought to you by Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. Sam Goki now up to bat. Goki showed bunt, jumped back. It's a ball throw. Goki has 2 RBIs hit today. Love a base hit here to get a man in scoring position. He's got Wishawn leading off of first. Nobody else on. This time he's going to bunt. The bunt will stay fair, and he might get to first. He does! Yankton saves the out, and they have 2 on. What a perfect bunt from Sam Goki. Yankton's not dead yet. Down by only 1. They've scored 2 in the 7th, entering this inning. Down 3. They hadn't scored a run since the 3rd inning. All momentum was in favor of Pierre. Down 3 runs in this 7th, and they've scored 2, and now they have the tying run in scoring position. Owen Wishawn leading off of second. Looks like Mark Cottle just came in to bat. Swing and miss. Strike 1, might have got a piece of that for a foul ball. Either way, 0-1 count. Mark Cottle coming in to pinch hit now for Evan Sirk. Cottle takes another strike here. 0-2 count. Cottle pinch hitting. He's got a 240 batting average, 345 OBP. 2 RBIs and 6 hits on the season. Cottle has a huge chance here. He can tie up the game with a base hit. Pitch goes by the catcher, and Yankton's got runners in scoring position. They advance to second and third. We're in for a wild finish here in Pierre. 1 out on the board, 1-2 count. Cottle is batting. Runners advance to second and third here. Mark Cottle takes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. We're down to the final out for Yankton, and they've got a man on third. If they can get him home, we extend this ball game. Pierre needs one out to end it. It all comes down to this at-bat right here, and it's Frankie Intveld. No, they don't want him, Frankie Intveld, to bat. Intentional walk. They're going to send him to first. That'll load up the bases. And Easton Nelson will be the man that this relies on. First pitch, strike thrown from J.J. Buckles. Easton Nelson takes the 0-1. Strike 2 throw. Nelson down in the count in a tough position here. Yankton has to get Owen Wishon, who stands on third base, home. Bases are loaded. 1-run game, top of the 7th. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. Pierre wins it. Yankton had their chance. Just coming up short. Pierre gets the strikeout to end game 1 of 3. 6-5 is your final score. Pierre over Yankton. My name is Tehl Tanner. This is KYNT, KYN-TV. Thanks for sticking with us through the technical difficulties we had today, but I think we've got things figured out, and we're going to make sure we're here tomorrow. Once again, first pitch, 11 a.m. between Yankton and Pierre. Stick around for our post-game show. We're going to talk about everything in between and hopefully talk with the head coach here in a moment as well. Let's go ahead and take a break, come back, start our post-game show from Yankton Rexall. 6-5 is your final score from Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be a part of your daily routine. 6-5 final, Pierre over Yankton in game 1. Let's take a break, come back with our post-game show after this.
Ground beef is only $2.99 a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And $2.99 a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for ground beef every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
The other day, a guy came into the UPS store to pick up some blueprints we had printed for him. While we were finishing up the order, he asked about business cards as he was about out of his current supply. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. We all have various printing needs, and the UPS store is here to help. Stop into our locations in Yankton or Vermilion and ask about our current print specials. Oh, the gentleman from earlier? We had new business cards ready for him the very next business day.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Women, have you had your annual exam? With May as Women's Health Month, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs remind you to prioritize your health so you can continue focusing on the health of your family. No matter the stage of your journey, pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, motherhood, or menopause, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs are the women's health experts. Call to schedule your annual health check today or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com to schedule online. So much care, so close to home.
All right, let's go ahead and begin this Yankton Rexall post-game show. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. Welcome you back into the broadcast booth from the Fairfield Inn and Suites. You can get hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location. Can all be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue or by calling 605-653-2250. Let's go ahead and start things off here with a recap of today. Yankton had a chance late, come up just short at Pierre in the first game of a 3-game series in our Super Regional. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. to start off Game 2 as we welcome in the head coach of the Bucks, Drew Lawrence. Now, Coach, had that chance late when you came into this ball game in the 7th. Can you tell me what was kind of going on there in that 7th inning? They brought Intveld as well. Can you walk me through it?
Yeah, so we got ourselves in the position we wanted to get in. So we go with with Beck Reichen to start. The plan was to just throw him 9 batters or whatever that was, and he did a good job. And then we were going to go to Boston, and we were going to do the same with Boston, but he was doing so well after that struggle of a first inning that we decided to keep going with him. And, you know, if we are able to get a hit there, we're in the exact position we want to be in, because then we got Cottle coming in to pitch. The plan almost worked to perfection, but it didn't end up working out that way. But, you know, we fought really hard. We had 9 hits. You know, we got their pitcher up in pitch count really quick. So we worked hard, and I think we're set up pretty good for tomorrow.
Coach, tomorrow, obviously, you marched out Reichen and Frick today. Who's out on the mound tomorrow?
So we got our guys left. We got Goki, who's, you know, has below 1 ERA this year, and then we got Gary and Cottle to all be available to pitch, and they're just going to split time. I haven't figured out exactly how it's going to go, but, you know, our guys that we've relied on all year are available for us tomorrow, so I think we're in a good spot.
Speaking of your guys, I wanted to ask about a hitter. I didn't see Lucas Kampschaff out there today. Can I ask what's going on there?
Yeah, he'll be here tomorrow. He wasn't available to be here today, but he'll be here tomorrow, so that's good too. We'll be able to have Lucas back.
That's very good for you, Coach. Talking about tomorrow, first pitch, 11 a.m. How are you going to keep these guys entertained tonight in a hotel?
Well, the good thing, that game was quick. You know, hour and 30-minute game, and so we got some time. We'll get some food. We'll relax. Then we'll just get ready for tomorrow.
Coach, 11 a.m. is the first pitch here. What did you tell your guys post-game getting ready for this game tomorrow?
Well, I told them that game doesn't matter. I mean, it's over. You know, we had some guys that were upset that they weren't able to come through, and that's normal. But that game's over. It doesn't. We're not at a point now where we can sulk on it. We still have a position to do what we came here to do, and I think they're going to be ready to play tomorrow.
Got to ask you about one guy, Matthew Sheldon here today, your designated hitter. Ended up going 4 for 4, was walked once, hit 3 singles, one of them for an RBI, and scored 2 of your early 3 runs as well. Can you tell me about him?
He's been seeing the ball really well, not only all year. I mean, he's hitting close to 500 probably, but not only all year, but the last 3 weeks, he's been really seeing the ball well. And he's really gotten really good at this DH spot, which is sometimes hard to do. I mean, you're not being able to play position, and he's able to do it. So we rely on him. So him and Kampschaff hopefully can get some more hits tomorrow.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That post-game interview brought to you. Thank you, Coach. Post-game interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland with State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back, and we'll go over our final stats and our final awards of this ball game. Back in a couple of minutes on KYNT.
Small businesses are neighbors serving neighbors. Passionate people who give our community character and personality. It's why at F&BO, we're passionate about helping you meet every moment at every stage of your business with guidance and solutions to help you take your business where you want it to go. Online and mobile banking, payments, lending, transfers and deposits, all made easy and more secure so you can do more. F&BO, big believers in small business. Member FDIC.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MTRC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Are you concerned about macular degeneration and the impact it can have on your eyesight? Vision Care Associates is proud to offer new technology that can help diagnose and manage macular degeneration earlier and more effectively than before. With cutting-edge equipment and the expertise of Dr. Fieser, Dr. DeYoung, and Dr. Slowey, we're dedicated to providing you with the best possible care. Call today and see the difference.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
All right, let's go ahead and finish things up here from Game 1 in Pierre as the wind is now starting to come up. It didn't really come up during the ball game, but just now it starts blowing my papers around. So I got to go grab something here. And we are underway in our Yankton Rexall post-game show. Your hometown pharmacy since 1923. That's Yankton Rexall. 6-5 is your final score. Pierre defeats Yankton in Game 1 of this 3-game series between the rivals here. It was Pierre who got off to a quick 3-1 lead in the second inning. Yankton scored 1 in the first. Pierre scores 3 in the bottom of the second and the bottom of the third. Yankton puts 3 up in the third as well. So we have a 3-3 ball game for just a moment. Then Pierre puts on another 3 to make it 6-3, and we stayed at 6-3 all the way until the 7th inning when Yankton scored 2 runs. In that 7th inning, Yankton needed 3. They get 2. Bases loaded, just not able to get that final man home. Owen Wishon was ready to be hit home. He was on third base, just couldn't quite get him there. Yankton comes up just short in Game 1, but don't you worry, they've got opportunities tomorrow. They will be back here tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. versus Pierre. Now, Pierre now has the advantage, as this is a best of 3. If Pierre wins game 1 tomorrow at 11 a.m., that's it. That's done. Yankton season will come to a close, and then we'll kind of go to Legion season after that. For Yankton, they need to win both game 1 and 2 tomorrow, game 2 and 3 in the series, if they want to move on to the state tournament. So that's kind of what's on the line here. Game 1 tomorrow, which will be game 2 of the series, is imperative for the Bucks. They have to win that game to force a game 3. Then you get into game 3, and that's a single one-game winner-take-all. So we'll see what happens there. It's definitely some very exciting baseball tomorrow. When it comes to our post-game show today, let's wrap things up here with our final stats from Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business's signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Go over the pitching stats for the Bucks. It was 2 of them today, Beck Reichen and Boston Frick. They pitched 6 innings combined. Beck Reichen pitched the first 2. He had 0 strikeouts, 0 walks, had 4 hits and 3 runs allowed. They did have a lot of defensive stops in those 2 innings, though. Boston Frick came in and pitched the next 4. Actually had a very good performance out of Boston Frick. He had come into today, Boston Frick, by the way, according to the stats I have, he had only thrown 2 innings on the season. Well, he threw 4 today, had 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits, and 3 runs given up. All 3 of those were in the 3rd inning, his very first inning, and then after that, the next 3 did not allow a run, only a couple hits, and was able to do really, really special things on the mound. I'm excited for that kid's future. He's going to be good. Those are your final pitching stats for Mayor Signs. We go now to our players of the game. Defensive player of the game from Olson's Pest Technicians. Your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Today, the first baseman, Easton Feeser, going to be our defensive player of the game. Feeser was just everywhere on first base, making extremely athletic plays, able to make those catches, was just kind of a cornerstone for the Bucks at first base. They were able to get out after out after out on him. Our defensive player of the game from Olson's Pest Technicians. And now our offensive player of the game from Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Offensive player of the game today, guy we talked about post-game with Coach Lawrence. Matthew Sheldon, the designated hitter, went 4 for 4 at the plate, was walked, scored a run in the first inning, hit a single, then scored a run in the 3rd inning. He had 2 of the first 3 runs for the Bucks. Hit a single in the 5th, and then hit an RBI single in the 7th. He will be our offensive player of the game from Hy-Vee, Matthew Sheldon from Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Our move of the game from Mason Strom and the Move Group. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. Our move of the game today will be back-to-back RBI singles in the 7th inning to give Yankton a chance. They needed 3 runs. They got 2, and those 2 runs, back-to-back batters, Matthew Sheldon and Owen Wishon. RBI single, RBI single. It was a great 1-2 for the Bucks there, and 2 back-to-back consecutive at-bats. Those 2 gave Yankton a chance. Came up just short, but either way, that'll be our move of the game from Mason Strom. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. Our story of the game from Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Door is your local authorized Clopay dealer. Our story today is tomorrow's action. That contest, that close win for Pierre. What an exciting game that ended up being. Pierre takes it in 7, 6-5. They get that 3rd out just before Yankton can get that 6th run. It was about as close gets, and our story will be game 2 tomorrow. Yankton versus Pierre, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. And finally, once again, our final sponsor from Roy Wilcox was State Farm. He's been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they'll help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Roy Wilcox with State Farm. As we do our upcoming schedule, that is 11 a.m. tomorrow, first pitch. We'll be live here at 10:30, and today, that's going to do it for our coverage. Shout out to Ayanna Becker back at the studio for keeping us on air. I have been Tehl Tanner up in Pierre at Hyde Stadium, home of the Governors. We're going to be back here tomorrow, 10:30 pregame, 11 a.m. first pitch. That'll do today. Pierre wins in 7, 6-5, and about as close of a win as you can get. This has been Yankton Bucks Baseball on KYNT. We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been a presentation of Yankton High School Baseball on KYNT. The Yankton High School Baseball team would like to thank their team sponsor of Aztec. Aztec is offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. This has been Yankton Baseball on KYNT.